So I recently picked up this Christmas at Hogwarts picture book from the store, and I could not resist. The illustrations in here are so beautiful. This book is essentially just that chapter in The Sorcerer's Stone during Christmas time. They just pulled that chapter out and turned it into a cute little picture book. But I cannot with these illustrations, even with the like the inside cover. There is this cute little pattern with chocolate frogs, chess pieces, bells, owls, holly. It's just so cute. And then you can see some of the illustrations. This is Hogwarts and Hedwig, Harry. Oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful. So I have been loving this. I don't normally buy picture books, but when I saw this and I saw the illustrations, I was like, yeah, I need to have this for my library. Something else that's really nice about this is that they have this beautiful cover jacket, but if you remove the cover jacket, they didn't skimp on the actual book, so you can take the cover off if you want to. But yes, I have just been loving this book recently, and I just can't get over how beautiful it is. So I'm really in the mood to watch some Harry Potter. So today, or later tonight actually, I think I'm going to pick a Harry Potter movie to watch. But before I do that, I have a couple more reading updates. I did finish One Dark Window, and I do want to eventually buy the second book in this series. I want to know what happens next, but I'm taking a little break from fantasy right now. I feel like I've read a lot of fantasy and I just need a break. So I have been currently reading The Familiars by Stacey Halls on my Kobo. This book is about witches in England. It takes place between, let me look, I'm actually not sure what the timeline for this book is. Okay, so it takes place in 1612. Yeah, I'm finding it quite interesting. It's kind of a slower paced read, and I've just been really enjoying it lately. And then I'm also listening to the audiobook for Cold Clay, which is the second book in the Shady Hollow series. I really enjoyed the first one, and so I've been listening to the second one. I'm about halfway through. And yeah, I'm just gonna continue mood reading my way through November. But for today, I need to run to Target because with the seasons changing and it suddenly becoming colder, my skin does not do well with sudden season changes, and it just gets dried out and irritated really easily. I'm looking for either like petroleum jelly, or I know that the brand CeraVe has something called a healing ointment, which I'm hoping could maybe help calm my skin down a little bit. So we're gonna run to Target and see if I can find that. And then with Christmas coming up and December coming up, I'm sure they already have their holiday stuff out. So I might also just browse through their holiday section as well. There's a Harry Potter baking competition on HBO Max, and they only have 2 episodes out so far, but the hosts are James and Oliver Phelps, who play Fred and George Weasley, and they actually filmed it at the Harry Potter studio tour. And so it's all of the like movie sets, and you get to see the bakers and their creations. And I love Harry Potter and I love baking. It's like 2 of my favorite things. So yeah, I've been loving that lately. But I did go to the store and I picked up a few things. The first thing is I did find the healing ointment that I was talking about. So we'll see how this goes for my dry skin. I also picked up Working Hands. I've used this hand cream before and it really does work well for really chapped, dry hands. So I got that. And then the last thing is just Carmex for really dry lips. This is actually medicated. It is Camphor, I think. Camphor? I can't read it very well because the font is like super scrunched. But yeah, this is really good for dry lips. So those are the things I picked up. I'm very proud of myself. I had a lot of control in the book section at Target. There's just so many books that I want to read. I just feel like there's not enough time to read everything that I want to read. And speaking of reading, I just filled my Kobo up with a bunch of books because Leo and I are going to be traveling to visit family for Thanksgiving. And I always like to have a few books to pick from while I'm traveling so that I can kind of just mood read. So I thought I would just run through the books that I have. The first one is, of course, The Familiars, because I'm currently reading that. And then I also downloaded The Whisperwicks, The Labyrinth of Lost and Found. This is by Jordan Lees. And it's a middle grade book, and I just thought it'd be fun to throw in a middle grade for just a quick, easy read. The second book I have here is Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Rosh. And I actually went on ChatGPT and was like, can you give me some book recommendations for some books set in like a wintry theme with like winter vibes, because we're going into December and I don't know, I'm just in the mood to read something like very winter atmospheric. And so it gave me a list. I believe this takes place in like a kingdom that's stuck in winter or something like that. I'm not sure. But I have that. And then I also have Frost Blood by Ellie Blake. It says, "The reign of ice must end." Don't know anything about that either. ChatGPT told me it was a wintry book, so here we are. And then the last book I have is The Winter Sea by Susanna Kearsley. I believe this takes place in Scotland. That's all I really know. But those are the books that I've downloaded on my Kobo for traveling. Hopefully with that selection, I'll be able to find something that catches my attention. And yeah, I think I'm going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any recommendations for books that are kind of like winter atmospheric, please let me know. And I will see you guys again very soon.